I mentioned that stupid Situation Critical song, and now it's stuck in my fucking head. Fuck. Damn it. Why can't I get a Slayer song stuck in my head? South of Heaven or something. That's a good song. That's a great album, actually. It's one of my favorite Slayer albums. Like a lot of people, it's Rain in Blood. Me, it's South of Heaven. And then I think my second favorite Slayer album would be Show No Mercy. And then it would be Raining Blood, and then Haunting the Chapel. And Hell Awaits. Actually, Hell Awaits, then Haunting the Chapel. Haunting the Chapel is almost like a single. It's only like 3 songs. But fuck are they good songs. I mean, really, just everything with Dave Lombardo on it is fucking awesome. Like, those first albums with him were just so good. And then Paul Bostaph, he did great too. He was good. But the albums themselves, they weren't as good as the stuff with Lombardo. But I mean, how do you follow Dave Lombardo? That guy's like a drum god. He's half the reason I started playing drums. It was him and Lars Ulrich. I know, weird combination, right? I got into drumming like after hearing Metallica. So I was kind of influenced by Lars, and then Slayer I heard later, and then fucking loved Slayer. And so Lars and Dave Lombardo, they were like my biggest influences on drumming. Big on the thrash metal. Like the old 80s thrash metal shit. I fucking love that stuff. Fucking Overkill, Creator, and all those bands. Exodus. There's a lot of good fucking metal in the 80s. A lot of it, a lot of people didn't hear about. Most of it was underground. But that's Gen X metalheads, we all knew. We're all listening to Metallica and Slayer, fucking Overkill, Testament, Bathory, Venom. And then you had like the poser kids that were listening to like Motley Crue and Poison and shit. And it was like the preppies. And they just played all the pop stuff. And then you had the skaters that were into like the skater punk. And then you had bands like DRI that kind of crossed over. Like the thrash metal guys like me, we loved DRI too. Even though they were kind of like a punk crossover. Or Motorhead, big on them too. I got to meet Lemmy once. He played in Victoria and met him after the show. Fucking great guy. He was just so nice. Then he went to the bar and just drank with everybody. Like just the coolest fucker ever. There's a reason why people always say Lemmy is God, because the fucking guy was great. Yeah, fucking Ace of Spades, oh, fucking great tune. Eat the Rich. It's some good shit. So MOD, they were kind of fun to me. Like, first album I heard there was Gross Misconduct. Pretty fun album. Thrashy. Anthrax, that was another one I was big in. I'm still big in Anthrax. I was like a lot of these bands that I said, oh, I was into them, I'm still into them now. I'm just into more stuff as well. Like I got into death metal a lot in the 90s. Like Obituary and fucking Cannibal Corpse. And Death and just all that. Around like the early 2000s, I started getting into black metal. Immortal, not huge into black, like Immortal, Mayhem, and a few other ones. Mostly I was like death metal, thrash metal. I'm at the dog park. I know lately I've been listening to a lot of Nervosa, which it's an all-female like a thrash band. But them and Crypta. And then a lot of 80s thrash metal. That's what I always gravitate back to. Probably just because that's what I liked when I was like 16 and shit. So I think that's when you really develop your music taste, is when you're around like 15, 16, and then that's the stuff that sort of stays with you for life. Like no matter how much Metallica might suck now or not suck now, those records they made in the 80s, I'll never stop listening to them. Like Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, Justice for All, the first Garage Days. All those albums, I still listen to them to this day. Everything after that, I don't. Like for me, Justice for All was their last album. I tried to stick with them over the years, but they just got worse and worse. And then they had a bit of a moment where they kind of were okay, they're kind of good again. But like I didn't mind Hardwired to Self-Destruct. I thought that was all right. Load and Reload, I thought were loads of crap. There, I said it. But man, Justice for All, and that Justice for All is probably my favorite album of theirs. I don't care that there's no bass on it. The album is fucking great. Lars is the best drumming on that album. And just the songs too, they're just fucking epic. And the Master of Puppets too, like just some great stuff. Like even Slayer, like my favorite Slayer albums are all the ones they did in the 80s. Like everything up to South of Heaven. And then I like Season of the Abyss as well. It's another Lombardo. I like them all really. I've seen them like 9 times. With every lineup. I saw them with Jeff Hammond, I saw them with Dave Lombardo, I saw them with Paul Bostaph. With Dave Lombardo, I was when they were on the God Hates Us All tour. I think that's one Lombardo played on. He was there. I think it was that tour, or it was a different one. It was some years ago. And System of a Down, I like listening to for the drumming a lot. I really like the drums on their songs. So sometimes if I'm just playing drums and I don't want to play along to something, I'll put System of a Down on because it's just fun to play. Like if you're a drummer, that's some of the funnest stuff. Because it's all over the place, right? I saw them when they had one album, like when they were a brand new band and they were on the Ozfest in 1999. That's when I first saw them. They were great. Slipknot was at that show too. They only had their first album then too. They were like a brand new band as well. And then Slipknot, after their like second album or something, I kind of just lost interest in them. I liked their first 2 albums and that was about it. Also at that Ozfest, Black Sabbath had reunited, so I saw Ozzy with Black Sabbath, which was pretty fucking sweet. So, that was probably the best show I'd ever been to. Another one that was really good was I saw Marilyn Manson when he was on that White Album tour, and he put on a really good live show. And saw Alice Cooper once at a theater in Vancouver. Another good show. Saw Weird Al one time in Victoria, which was surprisingly a good show. The guy changed outfits every song. It was funny. I've seen a lot of weird shows. Saw Cannibal Corpse. They were great. Talk about a tight band live. Like, holy fuck, they were good. Like, if you ever get a chance to see Cannibal Corpse live, fucking go see them. Because damn are they good live. Obituary, I saw them live too. They were great. But over the years, I've seen a lot of really good shows. Saw Pantera with Slayer on my birthday one year. That was pretty fucking sweet. Dimebag was still in it. You know, they hadn't fucking split up yet. It was on the Reinventing the Steel tour. Great fucking show. They were fun live. I never saw the new Pantera, the cover band. I just saw the real one. I almost saw Morbid Angel, but like they were on the bill, but they didn't come. They couldn't get across a border or something. Same thing happened with 6 Feet Under one year. I went to go see them. I had tickets. Got all the way to Vancouver. Got up to the fucking steps of the building. Like, yeah, they couldn't get across the border. Show was canceled, so I had to go back home. Colossal waste of $500 there. Saw Belphegor live in Victoria. Fuck, they were awesome. They were touring Bondage Goat Zombie. It was that album. I picked up a hoodie. I picked up an album from them. Seen Anthrax. They were doing a 40th anniversary tour of Among the Living, and it was around the time that Worship Music was the new album, so they played the entire first half of Among the Living, and then they played a couple songs from Worship Music, and then they played the last half of like Among the Living. So they played the whole album live, and then a bit more of some stuff from Worship Music. So it was a fucking fantastic show. Another band. There's a lot. There's like so many bands I've seen over the years. I've forgotten who I've seen now. I mean, locally I saw Punish as well a few times. Good local band. They're not together anymore as far as I know. I had their album. I don't know what happened to it. I fucking lost it in a move or something.